What was the strangest rule your parents had about bedtime? My mother believed sleep was the only time people became dishonest. Her exact words were, when people close their doors at night, they become someone else. So in our house, bedtime wasn't private. It was supervised. Every night at exactly 9:30, all 5 of us lined up in the hallway. My parents stood outside our rooms and checked everything. Closets, under beds, desk drawers. They said secrets collected in corners. Then came lights out. But nobody was allowed to close their bedroom door. Not halfway, not cracked, open, always. My mom said closed doors created emotional distance. I grew up seeing the hallway light every night and thinking that's just what homes looked like. There were rules. No headphones after dinner, no reading under blankets, no staying awake once parents said goodnight. If she walked by and saw open eyes, she'd stop in the doorway and ask what I was thinking about. You learned quickly not to answer honestly. By middle school, bedtime became inspections. Mom started doing connection checks. Around 10:30, she'd quietly walk through and ask random questions. What did your brother talk about today? What's your dad worried about lately? How did your sister seem emotionally? If you didn't know, she'd say, you're living together but not paying attention. Sometimes she'd sit on the edge of my bed and talk until midnight because she said sleeping too early was avoidance. Then she'd still expect me awake at 6. I was exhausted all the time. Teachers thought I stayed up on my phone. I didn't even have one in my room. When I was 14, I tried something rebellious. I turned my door almost closed, not shut, maybe 6 inches open. I wanted darkness. She opened it immediately, didn't yell, just stood there. Then she brought a chair. She sat outside my room the whole night, reading, watching. Every time I looked up, she smiled. By morning, she said, see, nothing bad happened. Why do you need separation? Eventually, I stopped trying. My friends thought I was weird because I never slept over anywhere. Sleepovers were dangerous according to my mom. She said families lose influence overnight. I believed her. Then junior year happened. I started dating a guy named Mason. He invited me to his house after a football game. Nothing dramatic, just pizza and a movie with his family. It got late. His mom said I could stay in the guest room. I panicked. I called my mom. She asked one question. Will the door stay open? I laughed because obviously not. Silence. Then she said she was coming. She arrived 20 minutes later, walked into their house, asked to see the guest room, then politely requested they leave the door open overnight because closed rooms made children emotionally unsafe. Nobody spoke. Mason looked confused. His mom looked uncomfortable. And for the first time in my life, I heard someone say, wait, your bedroom door at home isn't allowed to close? I shrugged. No. She asked if my parents checked on us every night. I said yes. She asked if they watched us sleep. I said it sometimes. Her face changed. Not horror, concern. That expression stuck with me. Mom drove me home furious. Not because I embarrassed her, because I had exposed family practices. That phrase hit me strangely. Exposed. Like there was something to hide. That night, lying there with my door open, hallway light pouring in, I realized something. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen asleep without feeling observed. College was the first time I ever slept behind a closed door. The first week, I kept waking up in panic. It felt wrong, too quiet, too private. Then one night I locked it, and nothing happened. Nobody checked. Nobody asked what I was thinking. Nobody needed proof that I belonged. Now I live alone. My bedroom door closes. Sometimes I leave it open. Sometimes I don't. And the weirdest part, I finally realized privacy and distance were never the same thing. People who trust each other don't need to watch each other sleep.